As Justin shared, the week ahead promises to deliver unprecedented networking and best-in-class connections. I think we made some of those last night. I'm thrilled to represent the board and be here to introduce our very first speaker. Jenn Lederer is an NYC-based, award-winning comedian, keynote speaker, and storytelling consultant. Her work has been featured by SiriusXM, Forbes, and the Huffington Post, just to name a few. She's been on stages at Yale, Twitter, and Google headquarters, as well as all around the world. Jenn helps audiences learn how to answer the one question that everyone hates, but we just can't avoid. What do you do? Please welcome Jenn.
Let's go. I know you can do better than that. I know it's early. Yeah, thank you for having me, everybody. So good to be here. Round of applause if you're queer. Yeah. Round of applause if you're straight. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. We love our allies, but this week is about us, okay? We're learning how to take up space, use our voice, receive what is ours to receive. I'm Jenn Lederer. As Carol said, I am a comedian based in New York City. I'm also a storytelling consultant. It didn't take me long to see the parallels between being a comedian and being a business owner, and learning how to take one premise and flip it a million different ways in order to find the funniest angle. It's not much different in being a business owner and learning how to take your business and flip it a million different ways to find the point of connection. Because that point of connection is the intro to everything else that you want to create in your business. And the way that we are going to do that is through storytelling. And, you know, the reason that I am so passionate about storytelling is because I have found that the people who are mission-driven are also the ones who are most precious about sharing their message. They want it to be perfect. They want it to, do justice to the business. And so we stay quiet. We keep it close to our chest until it's just so. But I don't know if you guys have been outside or online. Okay? But the people who are loudest out here are not the ones who have taken care to make sure their message is just so. So I am here to help all of you learn how to give yourself permission to grab the proverbial or literal mic and use your voice and take up space, because you matter. Your message matters. Your business matters. And we are all here to make the world a better place through doing that. Round of applause if you agree. And I see myself being able to take my work and my message to stages just like this and bigger. So listen, if anyone in here knows the booker for Madison Square Garden, I'm just saying, we can talk later. And I'm just curious, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you can't stand it, don't ever ask me to do it, 10 being borderline narcissist, should probably stop talking about myself. Where do you land when it comes to talking about yourself and your work? Round of applause if you're closest to like 1 to 3 on the scale. Okay. How about like 3 to 6? All right, getting warmer. 7 to 10. All right. One of you who just clapped in the 7 to 10 group are going to be coming on stage with me later, so you just told on yourself. I did clock some of you, so just get ready. One person is going to come on stage and workshop what I'm about to teach you, so just whatever mental preparation you need to do to get into that, go ahead and do that. So this is the perfect pitch. I'm going to give you the tip of the iceberg. If you are interested in learning more about this, I am leading a workshop later today at 11:15 that you can come and find me. Okay, so Round of applause if you have ever had trouble with pitching because you don't know how to confidently explain yourself, you end up rambling. That ever happen? Okay. And what about you get tripped up on the jargon of your industry, you sound robotic, you feel disconnected? Round of applause if that's ever happened to you. Okay. And how about you don't know how to end your pitch? You trail off, or worse, you apologize for everything you just said. You're like, I'm not in my body. I don't know what just happened. I am so sorry for existing. Round of applause if you've ever done that. Okay, good. So what we just did here is we applaud for what's not maybe working, but what you're going to learn through this work is it's really important to start asking what works about that. What works about that when you hit up against a wall, when you're finding resistance within your work, when you are able to go at it through a creative lens, you can always find what works about that. So, connection, number one thing. If you eventually want to convert someone, if you want to get them into a sale, if you want to get them on a call, none of that is going to happen if first connection isn't there. Being interested over interesting. Okay, no one wants to talk to the person in the room who thinks they're the most interesting. 0 people want to talk to that person. And this isn't just about learning how to be interested in the person you're talking to. Yes, absolutely, okay? Be a nice human. But also be interested in your work. Light up when someone says, hey, what do you do? It's no different than when someone says, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite city you've ever been to? You don't jump into that person's body and think, oh God, how am I going to convince them that Liar Liar is the best movie? I've been in entertainment my whole life. I should have a better favorite movie. It's embarrassing that I don't. But I don't care if you don't agree because it's mine and I can light up and talk about that for hours if you let me. The goddamn pen is blue. So being interested in yourself is a power position to be in. Learning how to allow people to step into your world and into your zone of genius. And then storytelling is how you do all of that. So again, if you want more of what I'm giving right now, 11:15 is where I will dive into all of this a little bit more. And you might just hear the story of this guy and how I went to an intuitive painting class in 2018 because I'm painfully millennial. And this guy told me to start comedy, and I did. And through my process of writing jokes, I also learned that I'm queer. So there is something really powerful about storytelling, not only in how it helps you connect to other people, but how it helps you connect to yourself in ways that you don't know is going to happen. And that is another reason that this is one of the most exciting things that I get to do and bring into people's lives, because you do not know what you're going to uncover about yourself and your business until you start digging. So the comedian's tight 5. A tight 5 is simply just 5 minutes of material. If a comedian gets on stage and has 5 minutes to win you over, the first thing we have to do is meet you where you are. If something happened in the room that I do not acknowledge, I've lost you already and there's a disconnect, and it's a really difficult thing to win you back after that. The second part of a comedian's tight 5 is usually we have 3 general topics that we will touch on in that 5 minutes so that you know if you like what you're hearing, there will be more of the same if you follow me, if you watch a longer set, blah, blah, blah. You don't take 5 minutes to try and tell your life story. You give a taste and leave them wanting more. And the third step is, of course, in comedy, is the punchline. Was there laughter? There's immediate feedback, right? When my audiences don't laugh, they're wrong. So now, congratulations, you're all right. So now let's flip this and put this into the formula that you can all use this week, starting right now today, in talking about yourself. Same step 1, meet them where they are. So many times I hear the advice, differentiate yourself right from the beginning. But that can create disconnect. And if people don't know what you mean, they don't admit it, right? And now we're just nodding, we're disembodying, no one's actually present for the conversation, and we're just waiting for that part of the conversation to end so we can both go to the bar and start to be human. So when I said, I'm Jen, I'm a comedian and storytelling consultant, that's it, right? Then after that, you start to differentiate yourself. Step 2, this is where you want to start creating a story bank in your mind of how many different ways can you answer, how do I do what I do? Why do I do what I do? And what's next in what I do? If you think back to 5 minutes ago, let's test our memory here, and how I introduced myself, this is the formula that I used. Maybe you can start to see some of what I did. We don't have time for this slide. Come to my workshop. Step 3, check the temperature. So in comedy, did you laugh? Are you right? You guys are nailing it so far. I have to give you that. When you are talking to somebody, oftentimes when we're doing this, we can't wait to throw the hot potato back to them and we just say, okay, so what do you do, right? I'm inviting you to keep the energy on yourself. And the point here is connection. So you want to check, did we connect? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Is there any way that we could continue talking about you, but within the context of what I do? So you remember when I did that on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about talking about yourself? That's an example of a temperature check. Where are you in the room, and how many people do I need to drag closer to a 10, and how quickly can I do that? So scale of 1 to 10 type of questions, yes or no questions. You want to make this question easy for somebody to stay engaged and immediately say yes or no, and usually they will have a story that follows that. Here's why it's a yes, here's why it's a no. And now you're connecting, but you're still focused on your work. Okay, I need somebody up on stage with me. So, round of applause for whoever is about to stand up and get on stage. Let's just start clapping for whoever this person is. Start coming to the stage right now. Yes, come up. Come this way. Come over here. Keep clapping. Yes. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. By all means, take your time. In the meantime, I will remind you, 11:15, I am leading this full workshop, and if you want to go ahead and scan this QR code, you can step a little deeper into my life, join my newsletter. When you sign up for my newsletter, I will ask you in that email to give me your feedback on how you experienced me right now. I would love to hear that. So, step into my world if you like. You come step into my world even deeper. Okay. Yes. Take a deep breath. Okay, what she did there was really good. Because you not here. Come on. Yeah, you can do it. Round of applause again. When you woke up this morning, did you know you were going to get on stage in front of thousands of people?
Oddly enough, yes.
Life comes at you fast.
I'm getting inducted this ceremony, so.
Oh, okay. She's like, no, it was actually fully planned, so. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so what's your name?
My name is Misha Saffron.
Misha, so nice to meet you.
You too, thank you.
And I just want to celebrate the fact that she took a deep breath, because before you can meet anybody else where they are, you have to meet yourself where you are. Any nerves, any fear, any hesitation, any anxiety, any excitement, that's relevant. That's relevant to the moment. That's relevant to how you form a connection. Don't be afraid to be in exactly the moment that you are. So, Misha, what do you do?
I am a speaker, leadership development trainer, and coach.
Okay. So,
but actually, I probably should have said something different.
Oh, no, but you already said that, didn't you? But you already made the choice.
No, I get to change my mind, don't I?
Okay, change your mind. Do it again.
Okay.
She didn't know who she was real quick.
I didn't.
We've all been there. She needs to go paint an owl and figure it out. Okay. What do you do?
I am a metamorphosis engineer.
Okay, metamorphosis engineer. Round of applause if you know what the fuck that is.
Now you're curious, right?
I'm curious, but I'm confused. So let's just meet in the middle there. Because the first part, I got it, right? Speaker, coach, that I nailed that. But let's keep going and just see, how do you do what you do?
I work with the home and the workplace
Okay.
to develop healthy, sustainable relationships centering empathy and emotional intelligence.
Okay, so it sounds like it's a lot of energy-based and how people are relating to their space.
Yes.
Okay, so you're a coach who helps people align with their space.
Align with their space, with their communities.
Okay, align with their space and their communities.
Yes.
To create impact?
Absolutely. On the inside and the outside.
Okay, do you see how the words are getting more simple, right? You really want to take jargon out. Don't try and be impressive. You're nailing it, by the way, right? You're fantastic. Why do you do what you do?
I have moved in my life from being a victim to a survivor and a thriver, and I want to help other people do the same.
Okay. Yeah, the point of connection was just made.
Thank you.
You just did it. What's next? What's next for you?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
I feel like you're coaching me. It's beautiful.
I am. That
The
is what's
first
happening.
next would be that my legs stop shaking.
Okay, yes, yes.
What's next for me?
So this is exactly why I ask this. So many people, we are busy in our business, doing the business. We don't take time to think about what's next. And this part of the conversation is really where people can buy in to your vision, right? It's where the person or people that you're talking to can allow you to be seen in vulnerability, right? I don't know how I'm getting to Madison Square Garden. I just know I'm getting there. All right? And I just say it to as many people as possible because one of these days it's going to happen. And in the meantime, I'm like, I don't know. So what's
It's gonna
next?
happen.
Say it, anything. What's next?
My vision
Bigger.
is to see, value, hear, and understand 100,000 people, and I want to do that from a stage internationally.
Amazing. Now, ask me a question to check my temperature around if we connected on what just happened here.
Do you find that you have a lot of experiences where you don't feel seen?
Yes. And right there, if my timer wasn't out, I could share a bunch of stories around moments that happened. Okay, so Misha, thank you so much for coming on stage and playing with me. Give her a round of applause. Yes. Thank you. I'll take the mic. Thank you so much, NGLCC, for having me. Thank you all for playing. Come to my workshop if you feel like playing more. I really had a great time. Thank you.